Hello, friends, and welcome back to Stan's Cutlery Universe. And it's like 4:54 a.m. Sunday, May 18th, and I can't sleep. So I thought, um, I've been doing a lot of thinking about RoseCraft blades, cutlery. I don't have a very big collection. I have six knives, but I thought we'd take a look see at them because I've been giving a lot of thought to. I want to pick up some more of them. There was a time where I'm not going to try to loot or blow smoke up anybody's honey. There's a time where I thought, like, hey, yeah, these are well-made knives, but you can buy a case knife for the same price. You can buy a Baron Son knife for the same price. And I was a little hostile towards Rosecraft because there's so many people in the traditional community that were like, oh, it's got to be case, got to be buck, got to be Baron Son, USA made, or else it's not worth it. And then RoseCraft comes along, and all of a sudden it's like, look at these awesome knives. They're, it's like they totally forgot that these knives are made in China. So I was a little biased on that because I felt like maybe there was some, trying to think what the right word is. I don't know. Like maybe some behind the scenes dealings, about, Rosecraft and stuff that maybe Rosecraft was giving them out to these people for free. And that, that's why they was getting, basically being shills. But the more I got to know these people in the community, the more I realized that they're not shills. It's just the fact that Rosecraft makes a really, really nice piece of cutlery. And you know how I feel. I don't care where the a piece of cutlery comes from. A good knife is a good knife. It does not matter to me. So I've been reevaluating my position on Rosecraft, and I just thought I'd take a look at the ones I own and decide where I want to go next, which ones I want to pick up. I mean, I'd love to pick up and have like one of every one, but that's just honestly not feasible for me, especially now because there's so many out there. But I can still build a very nice collection and not go broke doing it. So I couldn't sleep. It's almost 5 a.m. So I thought, what a great combination. Lack of sleep, too much coffee in my Batman mug, and knives. What could possibly go wrong? That's some Takasquatch coffee from Black Rifle Coffee Company. Really good. And I'm not sponsored by them or anything. It's just a really good coffee. Okay, a couple of my knives are or not damaged, but seconds. This one has Splotchy SS, I guess. This is the. Can I get it to get me the Ocoee River kayak, the RCT 0009. And I will say this, the Rosecraft seconds are second to none. I mean, their seconds are better than some firsts that I've purchased from different companies. Look at this beautiful piece of cutlery. And this is considered a second, you know, because it's got splotchy covers. I mean, I think the SS probably stands for show side, I'm guessing. Because that or shield side, but show side. But look at that. I like a little bit of splotchiness in the bone. It makes it gives it character in my opinion. But yeah, just a beautiful knife like that. I'm gonna call it a rosebud shield. Like this configuration, I think the reason they call it a kayak because it has a swell center here, but it is like a canoe. It's only got one bolster. That's a threaded bolster. The pull is great. Got a great half stop. Just beautiful. I really like that. I'm going to call it a modified Tonto or reverse Tonto blade. Sharpening choil there. Just a really, really, really nice piece of cutlery. And like I said, D2 steel, made in China. I'm just reevaluating them, where I stand on it. And I think my bias is, like I said, I thought there might have been some shilling going on. And I feel bad. I'm not going to name any of the people that I thought might be shilling, but I thought there was. And then the more I got to know, like I said, the better I got to know these individuals, the more I was like, okay, they're not shilling. It's a great piece of cutlery, you know. And I mean, that's just a good looking piece of cutlery right there. I don't care who you are, what you have to say, think about it. That's just a beautiful, like almost a red cherry red bone, red cherry bone. I don't know what you want to call it, but yeah, just that's just a beautiful piece of cutlery. Okay, excuse me, I'm sorry. Let's go to the next one. Next one says cosmetic. This is the Clinch River Swayback, the RCT 005. And this is a another cosmetic one, they said. And I have showed all these on my channel before. I just wanted to show them again. And this is a nice piece right here. This is a nice big piece right here. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that is just beautiful. Got a nice little lanyard hole there. The build quality is just phenomenal. Tile side. Okay, I see what's probably getting. It's probably right there where it looks like there's a piece missing, but there's not. Just it didn't take the die as well or something. Oh, this is a nice. Look at this half stop. Can't complain about that. Oh, that's just a nice piece of cutlery there. Yeah, I'm glad I decided to do this. I guess I'm man enough to say that sometimes we get ideas in our heads that aren't necessarily true. And sometimes we just need to reevaluate things in life. Not only knife manufacturers and knives, stuff like that. Sometimes relationships. Sometimes just our thoughts, our prejudice. And if you can't reevaluate things sometimes, then maybe you still have some growing to do. I have a lot of growing to do. I mean, there are some things that I don't reevaluate, like my belief in Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, and you know, but there are some things like this where man, fit and finish is so good on these. Even being a cosmetic, it's still the fit and finish is this just a beautiful, beautiful knife. You know, yeah. So I got a question for you. This is an early morning thought from Stan. Why is it when you go to the bathroom? I'm not going to be too gross. That you say, I gotta go take a pee. But when you go poop, you say, I gotta go take a dump. Okay. So, like, I gotta go pee or I'm gonna take a dump. So, does that mean like when you walk your dog and it goes poop, you pick it up? So, like, you reach, I've always wondered that. I'm sorry. I probably just ruined a perfectly good video by being weird. Okay. This is the RCT 006 Beaver Creek Barlow. This is another second. That's another thing I like RoseCraft does is that they do seconds. It's kind of fun to be able to pick up something, save a little bit, and still get a beautiful, beautiful knife. I can tell right now it's right. Sorry, right there. But yeah, look at this Barlow. It's a beautiful piece. Sorry, my big old thumb sticking up there. Just such a beautiful piece of cutlery. Sorry about that, about the bathroom stuff there. Again, look at this half stop. Just yeah, whoever they have manufacturing these for them over there in China just does a wonderful job. I'm so glad I decided to reevaluate and take a look because I was just gonna start ordering up some more, some new ones and stuff, and the ones that are available. Then I thought, you know what? No, I want to reevaluate. I want to go take a look at the ones I have and decide if I still do feel like it's worth paying anywhere from roughly $50 to 100 some dollars for, like, with the ones with the stag. I tell you, some of those ones I've seen with stag are just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, these are good looking knives, don't get me wrong, but the ones with stag are just wow. Wow, wow, wow. I am enjoying this. I'm glad I decided to do. Okay, this one's a different RoseCraft box, so I don't know what number it is because it doesn't have it on the outer packaging. Oh, yes, it does. This is the RCT 004, the Holston River. Oops. I think this is, that's right. This is their dock knife, basically their doctor knife style looking one. Okay, got that out of there. Yeah, check this out. Beautiful looking piece. Nice dark wood there. I think this is wood anyways. Might be a bone, but I think it's wood. Two-bladed doctor knife or doctor style knife. Always like those bigger, almost like a melon tester, but doctor's knife blade. So nice. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. That's just awesome. Wow. Even got a sharpening choil on the secondary blade. It's got the full enclosed base for if he's crushing pills as a doctor. Yeah, just got they're just such well built knives. I know I've heard a couple complaints from different people that the quality slipped a hair, but I think that's going to happen from time to time. I know that RoseCraft is putting out trying to put out more knives. Probably had some rushes in, to get more product here with tariffs coming and stuff to try and get, as much in as they could when they weren't sure when or if the tariffs were going to kick in. But yeah, it's just beautiful knives. Okay, this is my mechanical one. This is the RCT 008 Riverbend Skinner. This one says it's a mechanical. I think I remember the mechanical on this one was it was just had a little bit of grit in the action, and I think, if I'm recalling right, I think I got it out. But look, another really nice big piece. Look at that sway back. That is so nice. Such good looking piece again. And honestly, could you imagine sitting there going through all these knives when they're getting ready to yeah, I got it out. I lubed it. There's some lube and needed to be worn in, so this thing is perfect now. What they did say is a mechanical, but it's perfect now. I mean, even the half stop. Yeah. So, I got a deal because it probably, honestly, time wise and everything, cost the company less to allow this to go out for $20 less than what a top, or whatever, roughly $20 less, instead of sitting there messing with it with the chance that it didn't clear up. You know what I'm saying? Because they could have put an hour. Well, I think I had 30 minutes into messing with it, lubing it, flushing it out to clean it up. And I'm not going to say every one that's a mechanical will clean up like that. I got lucky on this one, and I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I took the chance, because that fits my hand nice. Really good looking piece. Really like that upswept blade. Just a really, really nice piece of cutlery. Okay, I guess almost all of mine are seconds. This one says filler. I don't know. But there's nothing wrong with seconds. This is the RCT 010 Lasahoochee Jack. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. I forgot I even had this one. Oh, I see what they're. I think I see what they're talking about. I think they're talking about the filler right there. You can see between the bone and the back spring. It's a little thick on that one. Yeah, right there you can see, but it's still just beautiful. Look at that like deer hoof pattern. Like maybe they're talking about right here where it's missing a little bit of the pattern. I don't know. It's still beautiful, beautiful knife, man. You know, if they want to said anything about it, I would have never known this. That snap is this redonkulous. Yeah, I think I might. I think I'm going to take these stickers off. Use a sunshine towel on them, clean them up. Oh, and that's what I want to show you. If you get a RoseCraft blade and it has like the little divot there, that is a second. That divot right there, right there. See it? That is a second. So if you get one like that and somebody's trying to peddle it as, you know, a main one and not tell you it's a second, that's how you know it's a second. If I'm recalling right, one divot, yeah, one divot is cosmetic, two divots is mechanical. See, this one has two divots. That was my mechanical one. So make sure. Yeah, that one's got one divot. That one's got one divot. That one's got one divot. I think the only one of mine that doesn't have a divot is this one right here. All the rest of them are seconds. But you know, like I've said before, you know, on the cosmetics, usually, if I'm recalling right, it's somewhere around $10 to $15 a knife. On the mechanicals, it's usually a little bit more, and I think that's because there's a chance that it won't clear up, and they want to give you a little bit better. You know, at least I'm thinking they want to give you a little bit better just in case it doesn't clean up. But for warranty wise, that I believe that's why they put the divots there, or the dent, you know, the punch marks. But yeah, just I'm gonna watch the next time they have a second sale. I think I'm gonna load up. I'm gonna ask my wife if she minds if I spend a nice amount and whatever I don't have that they have in seconds. I'm just gonna pick up and yeah, I'm gonna buy some regular ones too, primary ones or you know main ones too between because man, these are just they're just such beautiful, good looking pieces. Such good looking knives. I mean, you know, this one's considered a Jack, this one's considered a Barlow, but still just both beautiful, beautiful pieces. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and they're both cosmetic flaws, and they're both just like I said. If you want to, if the company wouldn't have said something to me about it, I would have never realized they had seconds. They're just so beautifully well made pieces. You know, so yeah, I think I'm gonna have to look into a few more. Yeah, just truly beautiful pieces. Oh man, my neck's really hurting from my pain clinic the other day. More coffee. Got to stay awake. Oh, I've been blabbing for 18 minutes. Sorry. Oh yeah, you know, I for a while there, I was buying different cameras and stuff, trying to make my video quality better. And then it finally dawned on me: there's nothing wrong with my cameras. The problem is I'm just ugly. So you know, it's so I'm done buying different cameras. I got like five cameras now, so I'm just gonna take it, and it is what it is because it's either I don't know how to set them up right for like zooming and stuff, or like I said, I'm just ugly. So what can you do? You know, sometimes you just gotta accept what you've been given in life. Man, just beautiful pieces. Just yeah, I'm glad I decided to do this. I'm glad I decided to share this with my friends. You know, I'll upload this and drop it. It's kind of fun doing like a Jersey knife guy opening, telling you what time it is and everything. You know, because that's kind of like Pete's thing over there. You know, yeah. I think I'm going to expand my RoseCraft collection a little bit. I think that'd be fun. You know, it's not going to all happen at once. Maybe a knife here, a knife there. You know, every now and then. Like I said, if they have another second sale, pick up a couple, three that I don't have, and just enjoy them. You know, it's a good piece of cutlery is a good piece of cutlery. It doesn't matter where they're made. Excuse me. Plus, I like that they still are doing some unique patterns, you know, some patterns that are not seen every day, but yet they still get some of the good old traditional patterns, you know. So, something to be said for that too. Well, I'm sitting there staring at my knives over here when I should be talking to you all. I apologize about that. I'm not being a very good host. Well, thanks for going along with me on my little journey of reevaluating RoseCraft and deciding if I wanted to buy more. Um, Hope this made some type of lucid sense. Like I said, I'm really tired. I just couldn't go to sleep. Can't shut my mind off. So I thought, well, might as well do something semi-productive at least. And so that's what it was. I hope you enjoy this video. If you made it this long, please put in hashtag ugly. Oh, Lord. Sometimes I don't know. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. With that being said, live long, prosper, and collect your own way.